Hi, Dr. Mitchell and classmates. I am Cindy Strawbridge, and I am here with Norma Grace, who is almost 80 years old. And we're just going to talk to you briefly tonight on just the Mennonite faith and how they're working to try to bring diversity to their community. So, Norma Grace, tell me and tell the audience, what does it mean to be Mennonite?
Our denomination upholds the teachings that Menno Simons, our leader in the 16th century, came up with from following the scriptures. He doubted the things. He was a Catholic priest, but he doubted some of the things that were going on there, and he wanted to get closer to the scriptures. And one of the main things was for adult baptism or believer's baptism, and then living a life patterned after Christ of service to the community and to your fellow men, and personal salvation, that everyone is responsible for their own faith. You don't go in by family members, but you go in on your own personal conviction and faith. And another of our tenements is peace, non-resistance, trying to reconcile things by love instead of violence and hatred, and overcoming those.
Wow, thank you for sharing. So profound. I love especially the fact that you stressed about peace and nonviolence, and we need that certainly with all that the world is experiencing. I've attended a few Mennonite churches over the years, one in Ephrata, I've attended one in Lancaster and also in York, and the one thing that I found that was pretty consistent in the times that I attended was the lack of diversity. To my remembrance, I was actually the only African American in the congregation. Now, I felt very welcome. The people were extremely nice, but some of the congregations, especially the one in Ephrata, was rather large, and I was so surprised that there wasn't a little more diversity. In your years of experience and then you grew up Mennonite, so it's your whole life, right? Almost 80 years. Talk to me. Have you experienced a lot of diversity?
In the Mennonite communities where these early settlers settled and then reached out in the rural areas, there were a few other nationalities and other religions or practicing whatever. And so, since they were basically Caucasian and European descent, that was who made up the groups down through the years. But as people became more versatile and mobile and got involved with other areas of society, we did begin to reach out and try to share the gospel and lifestyle, and taking care of them if there were needs, and inviting them to share with our religious community.
Wow, wow. So, as we transition, we're certainly living in a new day and a new age. Tell me some of the things that you've seen your church try to do, and obviously prior to the pandemic, but what are some of the things you've seen your church do over the years to try to get involved and bring more diversity to your community? Not just your local church community, but maybe the surrounding communities. Is there anything that you all do annually, or what are some of the things you've done that you feel like you've done to bring diversity?
Well, one of the largest endeavors, a traditional past, was a Bible school, summer Bible school. We used to have 2 weeks in the summer and go out to the community, and the adult members of the church would go out with trucks and their vans and bring in the community. And one church I attended, we had as large as attendance of over 500 already, sometimes some summers. That has pretty well dwindled over the years now, and less time and less children. But other things that are done are like food distribution, maybe having an annual summer day of a picnic, inviting the community, Thanksgiving meal, Christmas meal.
Wow.
From the church, and some programs that would invite others in. Currently, we have what we call Neighbors Together program, a weekly get-together time of prayer and fellowship and inspiration.
Okay, and have you seen those programs in times past? Have you seen that has helped towards your diversity?
Well, a good mixture. Sometimes it did, and sometimes they came and participated in programs, but they did not come to attend the Sunday morning services.
Okay, but the good news is that you guys are making an endeavor, and that's what matters. Thank you so much for taking the time to interview with me today. It's been such a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing how we at some point can collaborate to bring more diversity to various communities. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.